This section is about putting things on the web, mostly using a function called Cloud Publish. For example, an image like the one created by this input can be made available on the web simply by applying Cloud Publish to the result. Unless told otherwise, Cloud Publish sets up a new web page with that image in the Wolfram Cloud. The output of Cloud Publish includes a unique web address and a hyperlink that anyone can use to see that web page in their web browser. Clicking on that link here displays the web page in the default web browser on this computer. It is also possible to make interactive websites. For example, here is an interactive manipulate program with sliders to control the display of concentric circles. And this uses Cloud Publish to put that program on the web. Clicking on the link brings up a web page with an interactive application that works much like the original result from Manipulate, with sliders that can be moved to control the display. Although, since it has to communicate over the internet, the program in the web browser will run more slowly than the same program running locally on this computer. If the web page includes information that may change over time, the argument of Cloud Publish can be enclosed in a function called delayed so that the web page is updated each time it is loaded. Normally, Cloud Publish gives a web page that is not updated if the page is loaded again. This input, for example, gives a web page with a clock showing the time that the web page was created, and that does not change if the web page is reloaded. Enclosing the argument of Cloud Publish in delayed gives a different web page that is updated each time the web page is loaded. Reloading this web page takes slightly longer since the web page has to be regenerated each time, but this page does show the time that the web page is loaded rather than the time that it was first published. The delayed function can also be used with an option update interval that in some systems can cause this updating to happen automatically. Form-based web applications can be created using functions like form function and form page. For example, this shows Cloud Publish and form function used to publish a web page with a form that includes an input area for entering the name of an animal and a submit button to click to submit the form. In this web page, entering the name of an animal and clicking submit displays an image of that animal. The first argument in form function specifies the input to the form. In this example, that argument specifies that the input will be interpreted using the animal interpreter and will be labeled name in an association. The effect in this example is equivalent to this input. The second argument in form function gives the function to apply to that association. Applying that function in this example returns the image of a tiger. The action that is taken when the form is submitted can include anything, such as, for example, an active manipulate. This input publishes a web page where submitting the form brings up a manipulate for rotating the image. The form can have any number of input fields, and the type of each input field can be any of the types that are available to the interpreter function. So input fields can be specified to accept strings or numbers or animals or calendar dates or hundreds of other kinds of things. For example, this publishes a form that accepts two numbers with number as the type specification for each field. Entering numbers in the input fields in this form and clicking submit adds the two numbers. With number as the interpreter type, entering something that isn't explicitly a number results in an error, but there are other types for entering numbers. Here is that same input using semantic number rather than number to specify the type of each input field. Semantic number input fields include a special icon to indicate that these are smart fields, which means that the interpreter for inputs in these fields uses natural language understanding to interpret the inputs. This web page can handle inputs given either as explicit numbers or as numbers written out in natural language. The input fields for various other real-world types of inputs like animal and city also use smart fields. These input fields do give an error if the input requires computation to get a number. Specifying computed number rather than semantic number gives a web page with smart input fields that will also do computations to get a number. In addition to semantic number and computed number and so on, there are hundreds of other interpreters. The available interpreter types are listed in the value of the variable $interpreter types. Some of those types, like image, lead to special controls for entering input. For example, this generates a web page that expects an image as input and that applies edge detect to the image when the form is submitted. The image can be entered by dragging and dropping the image or by clicking the input field to open a file browser. This shows dragging and dropping to enter the image. On a mobile device, you could also get the image from a camera. Clicking the Submit button in this web page gives the edge-detected image. So far, all of the examples have used form function, which gives one-shot forms where submitting the form displays the result but does not display the original form with the original input fields. An alternative to form function is the form page function, which can be used to get forms that include the original form along with the result. As an example, this uses form page to get a form for entering the name of a city and getting a map of the city when the form is submitted. Unlike a comparable page using form function, submitting this form gives both a map of the city and the input field from the original form, which can be used to enter the name of another city. That's the end of the examples for this section. To summarize, here is the programming vocabulary from this section. You can find more information about creating websites and apps in the Wolfram language by opening the Wolfram Language and System Documentation Center, clicking the Cloud and Deployment button, and choosing any of the items from the menu that pops up. Choosing Cloud Functions, for example, brings up a guide page with links to all of the functions from this section. Here are the exercises from this section. As an example, consider exercise 6. Publish a form page on the web that takes an integer n and repeatedly generates a picture of a polygon with random color and n sides. To get started, here is an input that generates a polygon with a random color and 9 sides. And here's a similar input, this time using a pure function applied to an association where the number of sides is given as the value of n in the association. This is how the function will be used when the form is submitted. The pure function from that input can be used as the second argument in form page as the operation to apply to an input n. The first argument in form page specifies that the input will be interpreted using the number interpreter and associated with the label n. That gives a form running right in this Wolfram language session. To get the web page, all that remains is to publish that form using Cloud Publish. The form in the web page works just like the form in the Wolfram language session.